Hi there. I thought today would have a little bit of a sort out of my little commonplace part of my desk. Over there's PC desktop part, and then this side where all the light is usually my filming setup for my art channel. And then I obviously do some commonplacing and things here as well. But it has been a while since I have been in my studio, so we're going to have a little bit of a sort out because I'm not even 100% sure what's on that pile there. Some of that stuff I don't use all year round. This wants a little bit of a rejig. This empty bit here is basically where the camera is that I'm filming on now. That usually lives there when I'm not using it, which I'm coming to the point, like, does it need a place? Because I've always got it like on my hip, on my strap. But having said that, it does need a safe space when it is not in use. So yeah, I might still need that space. Plus I like having my camera up there. So yeah, let's get involved in doing this. I've just realised I was like, oh, let's do a commonplace archives video. And then I realised I don't have my Hobonichi with me. I've only got my little faded chronicle planner that I use for work. So I'll have a little bit of a chat about this actually, because some people were asking me on Patreon and things why I've moved to this and a Hobonichi. So I'll go into a little bit more detail as to what I use this for, seeing as that's the only one I've got with me today. I've left my other one at work I will be working away for 6 weeks from now. So I'm not going to have my studio. So after I've finished sorting this out, I'm only going to have it for like 3 days. And then I need to really pack and make sure I take everything with me. So yeah, those are going to be my challenges. So let's have a little rejig. I'll put some music on. And do you want to see all this in real time, or do you want to see it sped up? I don't know. You're not here. I can't hear you. We'll see. We'll see how editing me feels, shall we? But yeah, let's get into it. The other thing that I'm going to do as well is show you how I'm going to organize my acrylic stamps, because, well, there's a lot. There's big A4 sheets, there's little ones, there's bits falling on the floor. So I'm going to show you how I organize these things, and I am going to do them sort of seasonally as well, so they're not all on here at once. I've even got a book there for acrylic stamps, a book there for acrylic stamps, so yeah, they really need organizing. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that as well. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's just move all the acrylic stamps out of the way for now. You for a second. Right, so I've got all stickers in there. Last year's Hobonichi. I still need to have this at hand, but not right there. So what's in here? They need to go in my Hobonichi. Sticker release paper. Stickers. Sticker. No, they're for the free flowers. Ah, I forgot about this little book. Just found my little commonplace book that I got from Miso Paper. I thought it was A5. I didn't even check the size, I just assumed. But the whole place is this, is Midori has basically set up their own commonplace book with their system of these dot pens, these joined dots, which are basically dots. Little ones. These are not, this isn't one set, this is multiple sets put together. But this, look how tiny the grid is on this. So I haven't really thought of a use for that, so we need to think of something for that. So let's just pop those to one side for now. That's my backup one of those. Acrylic stamps, printers, cameras. Don't really need that anymore. These are all acrylic stamps, aren't they? Yes. Let's put that on the acrylic stamp side as well as that one. Forgive me for the light as well. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but it is grey, cloudy sky, so it's not the best. Then I've got a B6 book here from Archer and Olive. Ah yes, this was my test book I was using. So that's for the Dracula project book that I'm working on. What's these things under here? That's a very dusty box. Oh, that's just another storage box. Oh, these are my articles I've been collecting for the free flows. So that can stay there. And then these are my test travel journal size books for up and coming stuff. Spoiler alert. So. These are my folders. Let's get a cloth while I'm here. Give everything a good dust and a good clean. Oh, why do I feel like I'm creating chaos? Because you bloody are, woman. Right, so I'm going to start and use a trolley. No, I'm not. I'm telling lies. So. Okay, so I've got my Archer and Olive Spooky Cookie commonplace books that I like to have at hand, because they're usually the ones that I tend to fill in more than the others. Now I have this beautiful one as well that I intended to use for Christmas, but I haven't got round to. But I kind of don't want to put it away just yet, so that can go back there. And then we get to my folders. So at the moment I have a pastel work one, which has literally got, it's basically my pastel sketchbook. So do I need that? That really needs to go on the other side. So I'll use that on the other side. Then this brown one, smoke brown thing here, I've basically got my paper that I got from Midori. I ended up having to repunch the holes because they came with these are also the plastic pouches that came with Midori as well. They came with all those holes, and they do not fit on these 9-ring holes, but the paper was a little bit too big for how I cut it down. It was really fat compared to standard B5 size, so I've cut it down. The paper's okay, it's basically my rough paper. Then I've cut some of these pockets up as well to use at the back. So that's sort of like my spare go-to if I need bits folder. So we'll keep that on there. Then I've got basically my 2003 Hobonichi. These need to go somewhere. These need to go in a box somewhere that's accessible, which means I've now got an empty folder, which is fine because I'm going to need some. Where's my other folders? I'm sure I have more than this. I do. I have my Free Flows Commonplace, which I haven't really done much in, hence there's a pile of stuff to go in it. But that can go there because that's a constant reminder of you need to work on me. So, they are the bits I need to work on for the Free Flows, so they can go back under there so they're all together. I know where all the stuff is then. My test pieces for the Travellers can go there as well, because I'm constantly pulling that out, and eventually my Travellers will just stay there. That's Hobonichi 2004, 2003, July to December, Jan to June, and then the other half of that year. That can go into there because it's sticker release paper I don't really want to get rid of. So yes, my stamps. Beautiful stamps. Yeah, so my stamps can go up there. I quite like it like that. This little cute ghosty, you can pop up on that. I've got lots of little ghosts on here for all sorts of reasons. Then I've got some random bits like a button. That's off my gloves. These copper things. I don't know. How do these random bits just end up? They just end up. But I don't want to throw them away either. That's the annoying thing. So these are my April to May stickers, so I'm going to need those. These are my bits for my Hobonichi I need to stick in when I get my hands back on it. You are something that can be stored away. You can be stored away too. My little Midori sticker book. Because even in here I've got little acrylic stamps in here as well. The Midori ones. I keep saying Midori, it's MU. MU Lifestyle. There we go. These guys. That's who I mean. That is who I mean. Stay. Be good. Why do I feel like that's not going to stay? Let's try it that way. Yeah, that's better. There are acrylic stamps. Do I want my sticker thing on there? I think, because I've got this little book that I really like that I got from an Illumicate box. And it's got all sticker release paper in here. And then I've got some odds and sods stickers in here from all sorts of different people. But I'm trying to avoid using bulky stickers in my books at the moment. So I think I'm going to put this away with this, but not too far out of the way, if that makes sense. If any of this makes sense. So yeah. So that's cleared it up a little bit. Now let's just dust this shelf off. See how. So this one is again an MU lifestyle book, and it's basically got all my transfer stickers in, which I love because they don't bulk up the planner. So this one will be staying on there. But again, because it's such a strange size, I mean, could it go underneath? Yeah, it does go underneath. Yeah, that's a little bit more better rather than there, because I have to move everything to get to it there. So yeah, my glue stick I'm not using too much as, because I'm trying to not bulk up the planner, so I don't really try and use that. I'll have one ghosty there. His eyes glow up in the dark. And then I've got my other ghosty up there. So let's just dust off this top shelf. So I have all my acrylic blocks just tucked under the shelf there. And then I had the Uniball 1 pens on there as well. These are the last lot that I got, which I really like. And then my Uniball pens on the top there, and my matches, my Ray Dunn matches pot that I got from HomeSense like forever ago, but I just love it because it says Spark. And then the original Strike stuff wore out, so I've stuck some more on there, but I just love it like this. So always using that to strike up my candles. Let's put Ghosty back up there as well. Oh, an acrylic block escaped. Right, so they're going in my Hobonichi. I need to work out what I'm going to use you for. Right, where am I putting this pile of loveliness? I know, why don't I just put them in the Hobonichi 2024 box? That's because it's full. Right, what's it full of first of all? Because I know there's one thing in here that I'm going to need. Because in 2020, when I placed my order in 2024, I ordered some extra day frees. Because a friend said she wanted one, then she decided she didn't. But then I ordered one for myself. But you can use these anytime. They do have the monthly grids in there for the year. But you can just take those out or cover them up. But other than that, everything else is undated. So you can use them for anything, really. Where the hell have I randomly got that from? I know why I've got it, but where did I get it from? I don't know where I got it from. But I was messing around with trying rings inside a Hobonichi cover. which it works. There's not a problem with it. It's just I still like having a bound book at the moment for memory placing, memory keeping and planning. So it's there if I need it. If I go down that route. If I do, I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of things I'm experimenting with at the moment and playing with. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stationery bits that I've got from Hobonichi that I've half used and then left alone, and then some refills for some pens, which actually need to be in a different drawer because I was looking for that. So yeah, some elastic bands, some ribbon, and then just some bits of paper. Bottom of the box. So right, let's try and put in. I've got my Hobonichi 23 in there. 24. If I take the other 24 out of the cover, oh yes, it's just thin enough to go in there. So I'll put that back around there. So that keeps all of that happy. Then do I want to put these back in there? Those, yes, because they're for that year. That, because they're for that year. I know it seems like a daft thing to keep, but believe it or not, if there's some stuff from the memories, I will basically use these as like an envelope, because they've got the year on them. So I'll use that for them. The day threes can come out with me. There were some projects I was working on, so I actually needed those because I'm still working on that project. So yeah, it's a shame with the Hobonichi boxes that they're not actually wide enough. Oh, actually no, they are. I am daydreaming. So, right, I think the plastic cover needs to come off, which it can do if it's been stored away. But this is the Midori one that is very close to the book. So, you know, there's no real major overhang or anything on it, which is great for that. I just don't like how glossy it is. I prefer a much matter one, which I am forever on the lookout for. So if anyone knows of one that stays so close to the book, really hugs the book, but then is matte, I will love you forever if you tell me where there is one. Just check the cover off. So Jan to June. Does it fit in the box? Oh, that's disappointing because it's not going to be wide enough. You can see what I'm getting at, can't you? Like putting them side by side, that would be great, but future tip for Hobonichi? Maybe? Please? But anyway, yeah, okay. So that's 1.5 years in there. I can probably use that cover for something. Those want putting in my stationery drawer that I can see daily. And then this is the box that the Hobonichi covers come in. It doesn't matter how much money you spend on the Hobonichi cover. This is the box that you get with it, which it ain't the worst thing in the world. It's just some of the covers are very expensive. And it's just like you'd expect something. I mean, this box I think is much nicer than this one. So I don't know. It just seems a little bit... just a bit of a letdown. Just seems a bit, you know, they could have done something much nicer. But that can stay out of the box then. So that's got my Orchard Olive cover, which I was originally using before I got a Hobonichi one. And then I think I've got this one, which I still love. And even the smell on it, I still really love. So I will definitely be reusing this. This one, I still like, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, a girl likes to have options. Let's put it that way. But for now, let's put my cover back in there as well. Let's put it in its actual dust thing as well. In fact, no, let me clean it first before I put it in there. So let's just rest it on top for the sake of it. So my covers are all in one place. This can then be closed up, I think. Yes. Just put that back in there because it'll be sit flush. Then, oh. It's a fat Hobonichi box. So yeah, that's that one. So that can be put in my bookcase. So I've still got access to them, but they're out of the sun and dust free. But 2025, what have we got in here? What have we got? My day free books, I need one of them for sure. So we can put one in here. So throughout the year I'll probably just put bits in here that I've got and not using all of the time. Like at the moment I've got my Hour Studio that I'm yet to start. And then my Paddington book cover that I need to put on my Hobonichi, so I'm taking that with me. That needs to go with me. So those need to come out. And then my cover on cover as well, because I'm a little bit hesitant that that's going to get dirty. Some spare index tabs, the other half of the blue ones, and then my other half of the AVAC book. So my other day free can go in there, so I've got that to hand. In fact, my stickers can go in there as well, and my other Muji, and then those ribbons in elastic bands, because I may need them. So yeah, that can put all that away. Now we're going in my stationery drawer. Alright, so it's looking a lot better. A lot better. But everything on there is what I'm using and accessible for. Because I'll put my books there that I'm using all the time there. Let me just put my phone there so you can see. Kind of, that's where the camera goes, but it really takes up all of that space, so it's much bigger than that. I don't know, I kind of want to put Wednesday on there. Is she going to be happy up there? She might be. Oh. This is a Monster High doll that somebody bought me. Which I really like because you can move her arms in everything. It's very, very well done. And the amount of detailing things on her shoes. Very true to the Monster High dolls. If anyone's got kids, they know all about Monster High. But I just think it's very well done. So do we want to keep Wednesday there? That'd be quite nice actually. Because I actually use Wednesday to put my, my AirPods. I keep them there, so I've always got them to hand. And then also you get a little, you get thing with it as well. So I think thing normally stands up. Why is thing not standing up? There we go. I actually quite like it there as well. And then the camera can go there, so not blocking too much off. So yeah, let's give you a little bit of a close-up. I mean, let's just knock the, there we go. So here's the top shelf, pens, matches, ghosty, acrylic blocks. Second shelf, now the new home of Wednesday, and literally right in the middle where this camera belongs, glue stick, another ghost. And then here we've got my B5 books and folders. There's going to be a couple more there of acrylic stamps when I sort them out. And then here is where I'll stack up my books when I'm not using them to keep them out of the way. And then on this little bit is my Moomin stamps, Archer and Olive alphabet stamps, my rainforest stamps that I love, and some more stamps on that little shelf there as well. And then my transfer stickers shoved under there, as well as some articles I need to put in my free flows, and then some traveller space as well. So that's how it's looking. I know it's looking quite bare, but it will get filled up with stuff. So let's get on with organising some acrylic stamps before I lose all the light, shall we? So at the moment I have got acrylic stamps in this A5 display folder, which is fine for like the smaller ones, although it is getting a little bit chunky. Then I've got some in this Archer and Olive box as well. Got some in there as well, but as you can see it takes a while to get out, which when you're journaling you just want to be able to grab stuff. And then I've got some from some magazines, because they do some really nice stamps, but they're on big A4 sheets, so again very big. Then I've got some Tim Holtz ones, just some from literally anywhere in anything, and then some stencils as well. I think I was going to put stencils in here, but we shall see. So what I've started to do is, this is my usual folders that I get from Amazon. I'll leave a link below, but just to make you aware, if you look, this is a new one. This is how they come with some different coloured elastics to use in the middle, and this is the size they come at. These are the B5 size with 9 rings, but just be aware because they're actually thick and thinner ones. So these are the thinner ones and those are the thicker ones. Now the thin ones aren't too bad, but they're just not as stable, and we like to journal a lot, so we need more space in things. But I'm thinking the thinner ones might be okay for my acrylic stamps, because what I'm going to do, I've just bought some more of the folders as well, because I'll probably need it for all the acrylic stamps, is I'm going to have like a seasonal one. So I'm going to have a spring, summer, autumn and winter one, which, so whatever season it is, it will stay stood up on my shelving unit, so it's always there. And then there'll be a Halloween one, a Christmas one, and then probably like a Easter, Valentine sort of one as well. So then if that season's coming up, they'll be on my desk as well. I think that's how I'm going to arrange them. And then there'll be another folder for like general ones, so for things that are like, you know, cameras, to-dos, these sort of things, whereas this stamp set will go in the autumn one. So I think that's how I'm going to organise them as best I can. Now, once I've worked out where all the stamps are going for different folders, all I'm going to do, all I've got is simply some clear acetate sheets. Now, you can get these in different colours if you want, because the other thing I am going to do as well, I've just realised, is to make it easier, is put a just a white piece of card or maybe some paper in between the stamps so you can see precisely which stamp's which. So all I've done is cut the acetate sheets down to the size of the folder, and then allowing for the rings, of course, and then literally started cutting them down to size. Obviously the big A4 sheets that you get from magazines need to be cut down, but a lot of the other ones fit quite snugly and easily on the sheets anyway. But it also gives you a chance to put other stamps together that don't normally come together. So that's literally all you've done. Because they're acrylic stamps, they cling to the acetate sheets lovely. So you don't really have to worry about them too much. The other thing you might want to do as well is put another clear acetate sheet on the top. But it's kind of not necessary because the acrylic stamps themselves come with a sheet anyway. These are some alcohol solvent inks that I use, and I can't get them off for love of no money. But these are Seaside, sort of like summertime stamps, so they'll go in the summer folder. But these are some autumn stamps. Yes, autumn stamps, so they need putting in a separate folder. So that is what I'm going to do with all of these. And I don't think I've got enough folders. I've got plenty of acetate sheets because I bought 2 packs. And then somebody basically commandeered some from work. So I've got plenty of acetate sheets. And then I've got 2 more folders. And then I just freed up a folder somewhere as well. So these need cutting down to size. In fact, let me find that empty folder. Yeah, so these thin ones, by the way, just to give you a heads up, the thin ones come in packs of 3 of a smoke colour. I really like this, by the way. They're translucent and they're black, so that's, I think, how they got around the cost. I thought I was getting a bargain, 3 of them super cheap, but no, it's because they're thinner. So that's how you know you're picking up the thin ones. But my link to Amazon for the folders, these folders, will just be for one folder, individual folder. And then all I do is cut it down to size. So I basically take off 2 centimeters there. Do I take 2 centimeters off? That's quite a lot. But anyway, and then a bit off the top and a bit off the bottom to keep the rings central. I think I've shown you in a previous video. If it's not on this channel, you'll find them on my Patreon page now, because I'm gonna put all the other, because I started commonplacing on my art channel at first, and then I quickly realised it needed its own separate channel, so hence we have Book Nook. So you'll find the, like, I think it's archive videos 1 to like 10, 11, 12, I think. They'll be on my Patreon page, so you can go and have a look at those if you can't work out where I've shown you how to cut these down. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. I am not going to do it on camera because it is going to take forever, and I'm sure you guys will get quite bored of them. But let me know in the comments below if you would like to see the acrylic stamps archive when I've finished it, so you can see how I've organised them. I'll be quite happy to do a video for that for you guys. But yeah, I can't really show you how I'm going to do it all now. I have shown you what I'm going to do. I just, you know, I'm running out of daylight, and obviously you guys I don't think anyone's going to want to sit and watch me fiddling about with bits of plastic, really. So yeah. So but I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know if you've got any storage tips for me or any ideas of what I can do with things. I'd love to know, because I'm always cleaning and sort of reorganizing bits. I think it's a little bit of a procrastination thing for me at the moment, so it's probably not a good idea, but you know, needs must. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.